Hello my pinky pals and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're back with me today. We are going to be creating some Easter doodles. So I did a poll in the community to ask what everyone kind of wanted for the month, and Easter doodles, I think they won. We didn't do it the first week, but we are doing it now, and I think that they're pretty cute. I'm not a big Easter person, but I think I did it. I think I got this one. I think I nailed it. I think this one's really cute, if I do say so myself. I had a lot of fun playing with the birds and making them just look cute. Normally my birds are very derpy, and these ones are still, they got a bit of derp in them, but not compared to what I usually do. I think these two are really cute especially, and then there's also, I kind of revamped one of my other creations. So I took this and I kind of used it as an excuse to use a couple of my own original characters, my Pinky and Bee, and I just thought they worked because Pinky is a bunny, so bunny and Easter. Bee is a panda, but she is the spring sprout, so she kind of represents spring, and so I thought that was perfect. So she will be making an appearance at the end. She is coloring eggs, and Pinky is just hanging out with a bunch of chicks. And then this one I just thought was cute. I just thought it was a cute little design, and I just kind of went with it. I actually had only planned 2 designs, and then when I did the one with Pinky, I was like, why would I do Pinky but not Bee? Bee is the spring sprout. So then I just did both. So yeah, and I colored them a different way. Each of them were kind of weird, but I definitely recommend the second way I did it. This one I don't know what I was doing. I did try the reference. It does work sometimes. With my art, it just doesn't really seem to work because a lot of times I don't have a completely filled in thing. But I did want to thank one of the commenters last week. I really appreciated a comment that they left, so I just want to say a quick thank you to Mousebite because I really did appreciate what you said. I definitely, I struggle really hard with I guess maybe like a bit of imposter syndrome and a little bit of, not really knowing if my art's good enough yet or if my art is anything anyone wants to see. And I try really hard to not let it get to me and to keep going. But yeah, it can be a struggle. And it's kind of funny because that video, I think that I mentioned it on, that I was, maybe a little bit more down on myself than usual. It was one of my biggest videos, I think, so it just goes to show you that's just somehow, I don't know, that's just the way it is sometimes. So yeah, I just really appreciated the comment, and just in general I really appreciate the comments. You guys are really a really great community, and I really am really happy to see the comments that I do. I know a lot of people can get a lot of hate in their comments and stuff, and I don't quite understand why, but I'm very grateful that I don't get any of that in my comment section. You guys are all like super amazing. You are more than amazing. So thank you so much for that. And where are we? We're coloring, yeah. So on the other ones, when I colored, I colored the whole thing and then did a clipping mask, and that is by far the best way to do it. So kind of do as I say, not as I do, I guess. But it is what it is, I guess. And this one, it is a little bit longer. I do apologize for that. I'll make sure to put chapters in, so if you only want to see kind of one of the creations or 2 of them, you can always skip ahead. I liked all of them, so I wanted to make sure that I got them all in there. And I didn't want to have the speed so fast that you guys couldn't see anything. So this is what I was kind of left with. But yeah, I think my favorite is actually the chicks, the one that I'm doing right now. I tried a couple of things with it as well, and you can see I struggled a bit. I didn't know what to do with this, and I still don't really know. Usually when I'm done, I will create, like, I'll make it a little bit better. I'll make sure the colors are good and all that stuff. But I wanted to just kind of show that, like, you know, what what is put on YouTube is usually the best of the best, right? So at the end of the day, we all kind of struggle and we all aren't sure what to do. So, don't feel bad if your art isn't what you want it to be right now. And yeah, I mean, I'm queen of that. So I am very much so. Do as I say, not as I do today, aren't I? So yeah, now we're moving on to Pinky, and I just thought this was cute, like the whole idea of her just kind of surrounded by a bunch of little baby chicks, and then like her little like pet frog is really cute too, and is all over there, and I just thought it was, really adorable, and I just loved it. And yeah, I don't know. This one, I don't. Oh, you know what I did? So I sketched on paper because that's the way I like to sketch. Um, and I find when I'm sketching on paper, especially when I'm going to translate this to digital, which is pretty much what I always do, I I do like I'll sketch it and then I'm like, you know what, I don't like this. I'll like I don't know how to explain. I guess I just sketch something different. Like I sketch it differently, and I'll make notes on the sketch. So, like with Pinky here, I liked that she had like these giant eggs behind her and she was kind of leaning against them, but I didn't like that it the way it was, I guess, like it was kind of, I don't know, angled weird. So there's like little arrows, and you might see that even actually. So there's just like little arrows around the egg. So I then, move it whenever I'm creating it. And you see it a lot more with my bee sketch because I actually completely moved that one. But then I also have other elements that are nowhere near bee. So, like, when I was creating her, I was like, I want a little bit more, like, flowers and stuff. And so, in order to do that, without wrecking what I already had, I just drew a random egg and put some flowers on it and stuff like that. So, there's different things like that. And even Pinky, I was like, really, this is when I was really kind of getting into the birds, and I thought the chicks were so cute, and I was really enjoying that. And here you can see that my eggs are a little bit wonky compared to the sketch. But I really liked the one chick, and I was like, this kind of, like, it's really, really cute kind of design. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that for Bee's pet, because, like, I don't know how I came up with these, but the sprouts essentially live in a world, and I kind of like, I used to play, well, I mean, I still kind of do, but I don't really have a lot of time to play it, but Merged Dragons. I love it. I think it's adorable. So I kind of got the idea from that where, like, each of them have their own elevation. So these little guys are called sprouts, which is why they have, like, the little things growing out of their head. And they live in this kind of magical world, and they evolve from seeds. And when they evolved, though, each of them kind of, I don't know why or how, but they found like little pets that are not sprouts, that are just normal little animals. Why, I don't know. Kind of like pets, I guess, from like Neopets, if you guys even have any idea what that's about. Yeah, so, I don't know. I just got that idea. So, like, Bee has a little duck or a little chick. I don't even know what it is. I think it's a chick because it's got a chick beak. Yeah, it's a chicken. So it's just a chick, like it's a baby. But like the chick is very like serious, and I don't know why. She just is. She's a very serious girl. She's a serious little chicken. So I have Bee has her chicken, and while I was creating all the like, little chicks for Pinky, I just kind of was like, I think this is so much cuter having them kind of be like little bally, roly-poly kind of things. And you'll see like all these chicks, I place them around Pinky, even though they're not like anywhere near the original sketch. It's just how I do it. So Pinky also has her little pet frog, and the little frog has like his little ears, and he just wants to be just like Pinky. But I just like how they, I don't know, I think they're cute. Like, little frog is very cheeky, and he likes to have fun, and Pinky's very like, she's kind of the leader, I guess, but more so, not because she's the best at making decisions or anything like that, but more so because she's like the loudest, the one that wants to like go out and do stuff and kind of like drag their friends around. Kind of a lot like me, I guess, if I'm being honest. I was kind of always that one in high school and public school that got everyone else in trouble. So, yeah. But that's okay. So, anyway, the whole point is they do have like their own little versions of like evolution, and they do start out as seeds, hence why I call them sprouts. So, yeah, there's a bunch of backstory that nobody asked for. You're welcome, guys. Uh, and I have 5 now. I have 5 sprouts now. I have a bunny, which is Pinky, and then I have the bear, which is Bee, hence Bee Pinky. But Bee does spell it B-E-A. And then I have, because Bee is spring and Pinky is summer, I also have a cat for Christmas and a bat for fall. I say Christmas, that's not true. A cat for winter and a bat for fall or autumn. And then I also have a unicorn that I made one year for Pride, because I just thought that was really cute, and it's got like a little pride flag coming out of its head. That's what it's sprouting, as a little flag, and I just thought that was adorable. And I mean, I'll take any excuse to have a little unicorn. But yeah, so what else do I have? So the bat, its little pet is a ghost. The cat's little pet is a mouse, and then, I mean, of course it's a mouse, right? Could it be anything else? And then the unicorn has a little pet star. So that is what I've created. So I'm kind of excited actually to incorporate them more into themed doodles. Like when this year comes around and we do Halloween or fall in general, or autumn, I think it would be really cool to do, like, to incorporate my little bat and things like that. So maybe we'll see. We'll see if I remember it by the time fall comes around. Sorry, autumn. I keep saying fall, but I mean autumn, because if my nephew watches this, he's gonna be like, say autumn. It really bugs him. So I'm sorry, Bubba. I'm sorry, Bub. It is autumn, I know. So yeah, if I remember that, I think that would be fun. And I hope you guys enjoy the, like, I guess, more detailed doodles. I do have other videos that are like, you know, quick Easter doodles. I think I don't know if I have Easter specifically, but I do have, like, you know, spring doodles and things like that. So, you know, I don't know, I'm kind of to the point where I don't want to just do a bunch of doodles all at once and have them not look great. I'd rather have a few and they be, like, interesting and fun. But yeah, I do have, like, spring doodles, I know, at the very least. I don't know about Easter, so I'm sorry if you guys really wanted, like, just a whole bunch of Easter. But I mean, at the same time, what else is there? There's, like, the Easter bunny. I did the Easter bunny. I did a bunny. I did chicks. I don't know, what else is there? I don't know Easter stuff, I'm sorry. I did eggs. I did eggs, and I did, you know, the usual Easter stuff. I think it looks good anyway. So yeah, I mean, I do have the other ones, and I can still do, the quick, like, a whole bunch of doodles all in one go. I don't know. I don't find this fun for myself, and I enjoy making and designing them as well. So, I guess there's that. But yeah, I think this one is my favorite in some ways. I love, like, her little frog friend that has the ears on, because I mean, he's always like, whatever Pinky does, whatever Pinky wants. He's very much so like a tag along in the best kind of a way, where like he's up for everything that she wants to do. So I enjoy that part about him. He just, he'll go along with anything. If she's like, let's jump, he's like, how high, man, let's go. So I like that about him. I think it's just cute. And I like him there with the little ears. I think that's really sweet. I love the little chick that's like at the top with her little flower hat, her little flower crown. Looks like she's like dancing. I think that was cute. I had a lot of fun with the chicks. It was not very easy because it's not like they're really in positions that are chicken-like. So it wasn't the easiest to create that kind of a thing, but it worked. And I do apologize. I think I fixed it soon, but my camera was very sharp, so it kind of like wrecked some of the imaging and just became weird. So I do apologize, but I do fix it and it does get better. In fact, actually, I maybe just fix it now. I don't know. But yeah, I also found it to be a bit of a struggle to do all of the colors. Like, I love Easter because of all the pastels. I love a good pastel. But with all the different elements, I was having trouble kind of getting everything to look cohesive. And it's kind of hard when you're doing it on the iPad as well because you can't really see it very well. Like, as I'm doing it, I have to have the opacity down quite a bit in order for me to see anything. And I don't know if that's just user error or what. Well, it's probably just user error. Like, yeah, well, I mean, let's call it what it is. It is most likely user error. So, like, I do have that, I know, can be an issue. But I do know it has to be lowered, otherwise the light kind of shines off in it. And I do have a screen protector that is supposed to be like non-glare, but I don't think that works 100%. I don't know. For me, non-glare means none, but there definitely is some glare. So it is what it is. But I did find like some of the colors, it was one, hard to see how they really looked next to each other and stuff. But two, it was hard to find like different values. That's when I started adding the darker pink in. With Pinky it works because she already has that darker pink. But with B, she's very light to begin with. She's a very dull pastel, I guess, or a very light pastel. And Pinky's a little bit darker. But I found with all of the elements of the eggs and stuff, it made it hard to like balance all of the colors out and to make sure that everything looked cohesive and in the right spot and good, So that was an issue. I think just because there's just so many elements to it. I think Pinky I worked better on. With B, I found it really hard. I struggled really hard with her. And you'll also find with B, I have like a few elements to her as well. I also probably should have made it a little bit smaller. I kind of tried fitting everything in where I really shouldn't have. But I did, yeah, I made it work. I made it work. I actually sketched today with my, I shouldn't say I sketched. I did sketch, but I used it as the final line art, and I didn't use my normal pen, which I know I'm always like, I only use this and this. I've actually been using, under the sketching, the 6B pencil a lot. I just find I really like the look of it, and I don't know, it gives me that sketchy vibe. And I really like texture now in my art. Like, I'm really getting into adding texture and things like that. So I like that kind of a line art as well. I don't know if I'm married to it yet, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's the best part about art, right? Like, we get to kind of just experiment. Now, I will say here, I kind of did this scene. In my mind, B is doing like egg coloring, and something happens, and the egg coloring dye just kind of winds up everywhere. I don't really know how. I don't think that her pet bird would have done it, which, by the way, I don't have any names for any of the pets, or my autumn, or my winter, or my pride. So only two of them are named. I really should try and come up with some names for them. But yeah, so I don't know what they're doing. I'm just here for the fun with them. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know if the pet maybe spilt some, or if they just are bad at coloring eggs and they just got the dye everywhere. But I just thought it was really cute to kind of like have it showing them with the dye everywhere, and it just was cute. With B, I believe I flip her back and forth because I wasn't sure about her. Yeah, I do. I wasn't sure about her face, and I'm still not 100%, but it did end up being better. But whenever you're creating a character, and I mean, I'm just doing quick little doodles, but I knew that I could make the face better. So that's what I did, or tried to do. I don't know if I did. But if you're ever doing, especially, I mean, digital art, it's a lot easier to do this, but you would essentially flip the canvas. That's it. Whenever you're creating anything, but especially characters, to see whether or not they've got that, like, I don't even know what to call it, like, if they're grounded properly and they have all the necessary what have yous, it definitely helps to just flip the canvas. This is the chick that I was talking about. I think it's so cute. I'm so proud of this one. I thought she just came out adorable. I guess she's a she. I don't know. I just thought it was really adorable the way, like, the positioning I did, and I don't know. I channeled my inner Tweety bird, and she's adorable. And I just love her. But yeah, so I don't know where the idea came from. It kind of happened, and I don't know that it makes any sense. This is like another just completely out there random doodle that I did on my sketchbook that I was like, okay, this needs to make an appearance somewhere. And I forgot about it until I got to Pinky, or until I got to B. Excuse me, sorry. It is late. I'm tired. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think I wanted to put this in with B, but I forgot all about it. Or, sorry, I wanted to put it in with Pinky, but I forgot all about it until I got to B. And then I was like, well, I guess I might as well just give it to B, because I thought it was just too cute to kind of ignore. So that's what I did. So then I ended up having, like, and I mean, the best thing about digital is layers too, right? Like, or at least one of the best things. If you've got the layers, then you can kind of play around, and that's what I did. I just kind of played around and got them wherever I wanted to put them. That little tiny tub there has that ginormous egg in it. Perhaps that's why I've got so many ink stains all over everything, because they just apparently don't know how to do that right. I don't know. Like, that's gotta be like an ostrich egg or something. I don't know. They live in their own, like, magical world, so I kind of think of Easter as, like, I don't know, like, maybe like a bar mitzvah kind of thing. Like, these eggs are coming of age, and they get decorated, because once they are decorated and everything's good, then they get put into a special, like, incubator, and then they are left there until they hatch. And it's like really just good luck to dye them. Probably very unhealthy for the babies. But no, it's not. It's not, because it's magical. Obviously, it's magical egg dye, so it's safe for the babies. And this is how it is in their world. I don't know what their world name is. I don't know. But I would love to, like, someday maybe even sculpt them or something and then paint them myself. I think that would be really, really fun. If it's something that you guys want to see, let me know in the comment section. I would be, I'd be happy to do so. I think it would be fun to do things other than just draw. But at the same time, it's nice to just stick in my wheelhouse. Apologies. Alright. It's pretty much done, and then it's the coloring. I found B to be the hardest one to color, actually, because I just found all the colors just seemed very, like, monotone and hard. I don't know. And then I had some eggs that I thought, instead of outlining the colors, or like the designs, I would maybe then just design without that. But I actually ended up changing my mind and just made them solid, because I couldn't figure out what else to do with them. And when I tried anything else, it just didn't look very good. So I ended up just making them like a solid color. So like those ones are like, in the works type thing. I don't know how these guys got dye kind of everywhere, but they did. And I don't know, like, I love the look on Bee's face, just kind of like, I don't know what they're like talking to their little friend about. But they clearly have no idea either. So they just look very confused, like, I don't understand what's going on here. I thought we were just dyeing eggs. I don't know. So yeah, even B doesn't quite get it. But I did find it hard to kind of even balance the colors. Like, there's certain colors I knew I wanted for certain things. So I did those first, because obviously, like, that's the easiest way to do it, so you might as well do it that way. But once I kind of got through that part, I was like, now what do I do? And I found it really hard to, like, balance the colors. Like, there was one point where I put, I think, I don't know, green maybe? I can't remember. But I did a color on the egg on the right that is just a solid color. And after I did it, I was just like, oh my god, it was just too much of one color. So then that became a bit of an issue, because it was like, how do you, like, make something, I don't know, like, how do you even it out, I guess, is really the way to describe it. Like, it's hard to even out what you're trying to do. So that was a bit of an issue, and I think I got it for the most part, but it's definitely, I don't know. B might be my favorite as far as composition. I think it's really cute, but I don't know about the colors. I'm not quite sure about the colors there. But I do think it's cute. I just don't know. Yeah. I also don't know about the feet. I don't know. I thought they were cute, but then I'm like, I don't understand how to do the belly here. Like, I don't know where its leg actually is. But I like the idea of Pinky reclining. But yeah, this was pretty much it, guys. I'm almost done. I'd love to like if you guys wanted to let me know in the comments too, which one's your favorite. Honestly, I think the chicks are my favorite. It's kind of the easiest one. It was like the one I kind of warmed up on when it came to the whole Easter idea. But I think they were cute, and at the end of the day, sometimes cute is the simple option, I guess. Because I thought they were really cute, and I liked the simplicity of them. But I don't think that, like, I wouldn't call them easy or simple. Like, I thought that they were really, really cute. But I also thought, like, you know, compared to the others, they didn't have, like, a huge design. It was just chicks and some eggs, and that was kind of it. I assume that they're chicks in love, because I just assume everything is in love. But, like, there wasn't a whole lot going on, whereas the other ones, I tried to pack in, like, a bunch of stuff, and I had these ideas, and I think maybe they got away from me a little bit. But I still think that they're cute. I definitely think that they're cute. I just don't know that they are... I don't know. I just like the simplicity as well. But I think there's a lot more busyness going on with them as well, because there are so many things that I need to color. And that kind of takes away from it, I guess, a little bit from me. For me, anyway. Like, oh, here, I think this is it. I make the color purple, and I think that's too much. Yeah, so, like, I've got that, and then I've got the big purple one on the side, and I was just like, nope. So, I think I make it green. And then I end up actually bringing in, like, yet another color near the end. I brought in Pinky's pink for her bow, because I just couldn't, like, there was just so much that just, I don't know, like, everything was the same kind of monotone, and then the only thing that was different was really the orange was, like, a bit darker, but other than that, everything else was the same, and it just kind of, it just didn't work. Like, I couldn't combine colors because they just didn't really work together. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up just getting rid of some of it and just coloring it all pink. And I wanted to add, like, I think I keep the circles. I don't know if I keep the lines. I don't think I do for the other paint splash or the ink splash, because I wanted it to be like, you know, the ink already comes pre-spotted and pre-lined and stuff. I thought that was cute. Like, they don't have to do anything. They just can do whatever they want. So maybe those other eggs are done. Maybe they're just, like, really bad at doing this. It's like their first year of coloring the eggs, and they're just doing what they can do, you know? Yeah, so this pink. I brought in the pink, yeah. So this is Pinky's bow color. And then I just thought, here, what's the point of having the orange there? I could just make that pink. And then I had some other stuff. I changed that one to pink. That's right, yeah. So I did try to make it, like, you know, do a line or whatever here and there, but in the end, I think it worked out pretty good. I think it's pretty even. It's very dark, too, so I apologize there. Or very light, it kind of blurred out, but these are the 3 that we've done with Pinky the Chicks and Bee. So please do let me know in the comment section below which one's your favorite. Give me any, you know, ideas or suggestions for other videos. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!